Good morning, all you amazing dinar investors. So, I got to put a disclaimer out there and then we'll get into all that. Disclaimer is this: you guys know I'm not a financial advisor. This information should not be used for financial advice, and it is strictly my opinion. All right, here we go. So, as you guys know, I really feel that Iraq most likely will be changing the rate on a holiday. Why? Well, when the rate changes, there could be some preparation steps that we're not aware of. Banks might need to do some preparations. Banks might need to prepare their drawers for the new, smaller notes coming forth. The electronic financial systems like the ISX, okay, might need to make some back end rate adjustments, plug some new rates in, okay? So they could have some back end software, server platforms that they got to make adjustments and changes to after the new rate, as well as banks might need a little time to prepare, okay? Some unknowns. So just my but and also looking at historical actions on this, Kuwait also did change their rate on a holiday as well. So there you go. Kuwait actually did do it on a holiday, which was March 24th of 91. It was a holiday of Nowruz. All right, so getting into everything now. I captured something for you. The ISX will be closed on the 21st of March due to lockdown, according to the new decision of the Supreme Committee for National Health and Safety. So there you guys go. The next holiday in Iraq, ironically, is Sunday, March 21st, because it's the holiday of Nowruz. It's the exact same holiday that Kuwait utilized. Okay? So there you go. The ISX is now declaring they will be shutting down their stock platform as of the 21st of March. Okay? Let's get into the news. Let's see what we got there. The Kurdistan region delegation begins its last hour negotiations in Baghdad. Guys, I want to put two things out there on the news, and then we'll get into it. First one is, most of this news is all BS anyway. Okay, Iraq's budget is done. The budget is done. You watch as you get closer to the date where they really plan to show you the budget. In my opinion, and you guys I keep hitting grand slams on this on my guesstimations or predictions of this. My guesstimation or prediction is they're going to bring forth the budget and finally finish it on Saturday, March 20th. Okay, so they can hide the figures from you of the budget, how it's calculated. There is no rate in the budget, but the budget will be calculated off the rate. It'll be calculated in billions instead of trillions of dinar due to how it's calculated off of the rate change. Okay, so but in my opinion, the budget's done. They're hiding it from you because of its calculations. When they're ready, they're just the budget will be a slam dunk. You'll see it based on their actions. They'll give you very short notice. They might not come out telling you until right now. They're telling us the budget's delayed until Tuesday. They can kick the can to Thursday, and they might not tell you until Thursday that they plan to finish it on Saturday. Okay, they're going to give you very little lead time on it. But when they do go to finish it, it'll be a slam dunk. They'll just finish it, bing, bang, boom, guys. That's because it's already done. Okay, you're going to see, you'll see that when they go to do it, it'll be a slam dunk. They'll get it done fast when they get to the point where they're ready to do it. Okay, excuse me. So, in the news, the Kurdistan region delegation begins last hour negotiations in Baghdad. You guys know, like I said, in my opinion, this news is all just scripted BS anyway. Member of Parliament representative confirmed on Sunday the arrival of the regional government delegation negotiation to Baghdad this morning, indicating that the delegation will conduct negotiations in the last hours before the start of the voting session on the draft budget law tomorrow, Monday. Guys, this article is already BS because they're actually not starting. They're not going to start on the budget Monday. They've already kicked the budget until Tuesday. So this article is already BS anyway. Al-Masadi said in a press interview that the Kurdish delegation arrived in Baghdad to conduct recent negotiations with the government and parliamentary parties to agree on the final formula for the region's entitlement on the budget. Yeah, whatever, your budget's already done. You already know all this crap. He added that the negotiations of the region's delegation will continue today and until tomorrow morning before the start of the voting session on the draft budget law in tomorrow's session. They're not voting on the budget tomorrow, guys. They already told us that. After the Speaker of Parliament approved the proposal, more than 150 deputies included on Monday's agenda. All they're doing tomorrow, Monday, guys, is working on the federal court law. Let's move past this article. This article's crap. Representative legal points of contention in the federal court law resolve around two main issues. On Sunday, the House Legal Committee considered that the points of contention regarding the federal court law centered on two main issues. A member of the committee, Hussein Quabi, said the points of disagreement regarding the federal court revolve around two basic issues. The first is the vote inside the court. The other disputed point is a number. Will it be 9 or 11 among the court judges and not Sharia scholars? So remember, this is one of the things that I wanted to kind of touch on with you guys. This is a really sticky law, the federal court. It's where they're allowing like religious folks, okay, almost like the in this case here notice how they titled them Sharia scholars, okay, not judges. It's where it allows other parties other than real true folks who are part of the judicial system, whether it's someone who's a judge or even a former lawyer, to preside over legal matters or legal cases. Okay, this is sticky. Having religious clerics is what they originally said in articles that I showed you, is they're allowing religious clerics, but in this case they're calling them Sharia scholars. Guys, Sharia scholars are not legal judges. They're not former attorneys. Okay, they're allowing them to preside over legal matters and cases in Iraq. Guys, this is really sticky. Okay, so that's why this is really hard for Iraq to get this done. He added, most of the political forces agree that Sharia jurists have an opinion in Article 2 of the Constitution with Islamic articles, revealing that there is an agreement to vote on Sharia jurists in Parliament, as is the case with higher positions with the state. Al-Quabi noted that the next meeting between the heads of the blocks and the presidency of the council and legal committee will resolve the issue. So the guys are saying they're going to work on this tomorrow, not the budget. They're telling us the budget's rescheduled for Tuesday at this time. The Iraqi parliament announces the date of the Kurdistan government's delegation to visit Baghdad and identifies the most prominent budget issues. The presidency of the Iraqi parliament announced on Sunday that the Kurdistan regional government delegation will return to the capital, Baghdad, before the session approving the federal budget for 21, which has not yet been determined. Hold on one second. Okay, so they're saying here they have not officially determined when they're actually going to do it, but we did see an article yesterday. Actually, I've seen two from yesterday that said that they're going to do the budget on Tuesday. Either way, they're not doing it on Tuesday. They're not even going to do it at all before Friday, or none of that crap. And they won't even do it on Friday, but it won't happen before Friday. Bashar added, deputy chairman of the council, said in a statement made to reporters today in Erbil that there's no doubt that the regional government delegation will present to Baghdad before the budget voting session. Added, we demanded that the budget law not be included on the agenda for tomorrow's session Monday, and that a special session be set for him. He explained that one of the reasons for not setting a budget session is that the federal court law has not been approved and that there are many problems around it. Federal court law, guys, has no direct relationship with the budget. That's a bunch of crap. Al-Haddad continued by saying that the Kurdistan share does not hinder the approval of the budget, as the region announces support for the draft law sent by the government, noting that there are other problems and disagreements that hinder the vote on the budget. Yeah, they can't show you the freaking figures in it, including that there are parties that require the approval of the federal court law before the budget, while others seek to create a problem for the Kazemi government with the budget. He added, among the differences are oil prices included in the budget, as there are claims to raise the price in the budget. All right, so as you guys know, this is all scripted BS. I mean, they're just talking in circles out their butt. These are probably Benny's aliens talking right now more than anything. But yeah, no, guys, this is all scripted BS. They're done. The budget's done. Iraq's, you guys got to remember one thing. look at who's calling the shots in Iraq right now. It's the World Bank and the IMF. Those dudes, those are no BS kind of folks. They have no patience or BS for anything. You have CPAs and bean counters running the show for the World Bank and the IMF. They're dictating and kind of controlling and coordinating what's happening in Iraq right now. They're not going to have, they don't have patience for disorganized BS. They won't tolerate it, guys, at all. This type of crap, I promise you, is not happening in front of the World Bank and the IMF. There's no way. And notice how they knew they needed to devalue the currency clear back on December 20th, guys. That should tell you the fact that they knew they needed to devalue the currency, because that came at the request of the World Bank and the IMF. The fact that they knew they needed to devalue the currency as of December 20th, guys, the budget's easily been done since that time frame. I just want to stress that to you. It's a no-brainer. This is all being controlled and coming down at the direction and request of the World Bank and the IMF. So, again, when Iraq is ready to bring this forth, it's and actually do the budget and on whatever magical date they've got for you, it's going to be a slam dunk. It'll just get pushed through with flying colors, no issues at all. Mark my words on that. But I did stress to you guys, they will not be doing the budget. You know, I've been telling you for a while now, they're not going to do the budget on Monday like they kept telling you in 500 articles. And as you see, they're kicking the can down. So, you know, nailed another home run on that. So, guys, this is very predictable right now. I mean, all the facts show us that the rate change is right before us and in front of us. Okay, that's easy to figure out. We already know the budget's right before us. Okay, so that's what's making this news so predictable for me personally, because of how I study and how I see it. So there you guys go. One thing I'd like to share with you guys, again, this is an opinion. Okay, should not be used for financial advice. No one knows what the rate's going to be, guys. It's in my opinion, I personally feel the rate, the kind of more of the true final rate, okay, will be around $3.80. That's my opinion. Now, I want to put a possibility of something that could come out and could happen. Okay, when the new rate, notice how in Iraq, on the back end with Iraq devalued their currency, okay, to get 3-0 notes out of circulation in Iraq. They could do something similar to that for you and I, to where they could release a sucker rate of just simply 1-to-1. Okay, so the initial rate, and if they do this, guys, in my opinion, they'll do it for 90 days. Okay, they did it for 90 days in Iraq with devaluation. I think they'll do this 1-to-1 sucker rate just for 90 days. So again, you're going to want to pay attention to it. Okay, so they could do a $1 sucker rate out of the gates at the very beginning, just for a duration of 90 days, to try to get as many 3-0 notes out of circulation as they can. And then after that 90 days, that's when they would hike it. So if they change the rate, let's say they do it on, as an example, on March 21st. So you have January, February, March. So you'd have April, May, June. Okay, June. So roughly June. Let's open up a calendar here, guys. Give me a second here. I want to open up a calendar to look at this with you guys. To just kind of dissect this a little bit. So let's see what this has. Okay, so we're at June. June would be, March. So June takes you to 90 days after March. Let me scroll this up for you guys. Okay, I want to see something here. So here's June. All right, so here's June. All right, so when we look at this, all right, so yeah, June 20th is a Sunday. So as you guys see, they may not, after that $1 sucker rate, there's a good chance it might not rise up to a higher value, guys, until possibly, if they do a $1 sucker rate, it may not rise up to a higher value until around Sunday, June 20th, okay, to where you and I at the bank would be Monday, June 21st, okay? So I just wanted to I want to bring this to you guys to help you prepare for it. So when I bring you the fact that the rate has changed, you're prepared, and you don't have to do this on the fly. You're not forewarned. You're like, oh my gosh, the rate's only $1. What do I do? You know what to do. Okay. You don't have to sit here and send me 500 emails about what should you do with the $1 sucker rate. Okay. What I would personally do is, most people will have some quick bills they have to pay. So simple recommendation, maybe just go exchange, say like one note, or just a few notes, just enough money to cover you to keep your head above water for, say, that 90-day period. And again, the 90-day period is just it's a best guesstimation. Okay. Again, we have to wait this thing out and feel it out and see what it does. Okay. No matter what, I'm going to remain with you guys. I'll be with you through this from start to finish. Okay. But we need to, if there is a $1 sucker rate at the beginning, guys, it's going to push everything back. It'll push even the setup of my bank, because I'm not losing money just over the setup of a bank. Okay. So I will wait no matter what until that rate comes up. I don't care. And again, but what you might need to do is, most people might need to just cash out just a few notes to kind of release and free up some money for them to just kind of cover them. Okay. And that'll cover you for the 90 days. And then once the rate goes up to a higher mark after the 90 days, then you can go, cash out the bulk of it. But even after 90 days, guys, the rate can even still go up higher than that. So I don't recommend rushing this thing. You got to stay patient with it. You have to. Okay. So I really want to, help you guys with that you have to pay very close attention to what the value of the currency is out of the gates, because they could pull a sucker rate on us to try to do what they did in Iraq and get 3-0 notes out of circulation. Okay. I'm just trying to help you guys mentally prepare for something like that if it did happen. Again, if they did do it, my opinion or best guess is that it would probably be for a period of 90 days, because that's exactly what they're doing in Iraq. I told you guys that we were the only dinar channel to capture it. And I told you that when they devalued the currency on March 20th, they literally gave you the RV date. Just, it has to be a Sunday. Told you the rate for Iraq can only change on a Sunday. I told you to add 90 days to a Sunday after after December 20th, when they devalued it. Boom. Takes you to Sunday, March 21st. As we're approaching March 21st, you can clearly see that Iraq is now all their news is right on par. How they're talking about completing the budget, adjusting the exchange rate, and everything's right at the cusp of happening exactly at the 21st, guys. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So we were the only one to capture that and bring it for you with accurate news. So you guys are in a really good spot. We got to see what happens on this. Now, I planted a kind of a new seed with you guys yesterday. I tried to share something with you. One of the things I've been telling you this whole quarter is that Iraq cannot, I told you that the rate change would have to be done by the end of March, no matter what. Okay. But then I told you as of yesterday, I said, guys, I want you to think about something for a second here. They have a basket of suspended pending laws. They've got the oil and gas, so Article 40, and there's others. They need time to get those done. They basically have to amend the Constitution and add those laws to it. They need the last week of March to do those. So my point to you is, and this is what the seed I tried to plant with you yesterday, because they need the last week of March to complete that basket of suspended laws. In my opinion, guys, the rate change cannot go past Sunday, March 21st. I want to stress that to you, okay? Hope you heard that. So, all right, guys, you're the best. God bless you guys. Take care and have a great day.